Hello, welcome everyone. Another flight of the Starship Chaos with the proper destination in space. A galaxy far, far away today. Going back to the original Knights of the Old Republic. Uh, may run into a couple technical hiccups, so we'll see. If they happen, they happen. I already sorted out a couple. Modded the game. It's the Steam game, but it's modded for widescreen resolutions. So it's actually set in there to 1080. Stream still in 720, but it should work. UI has different bits overridden, so that should look may not be scaled up so much, but everything should look at the right aspect ratio. Hey, Marisha, Kimberly, welcome. Hey, Jay, Marisha, everyone. Marisha says, so nice. I didn't finish the game yet. Many bugs on PC, so I took a break. That's damn. You're thinking the same thing. We're thinking the same thing. I've played this before. I've played different versions of it before, and I've run into bugs plenty of times before. Bugs where movies won't play. I saw one here. It kept switching out to desktop every time a cutscene played. I think I've got that sorted. We'll see. We'll just deal. If we run into things, we'll deal. Um, hey, Woo, what's up? What is that? Excellent. Randy emote. Nice. What's up, Woo? So I'm pretty out of it today. Partly because I'm out of it today. Partly because I had some med changes. I don't want to get into it, but I'm a little extra out of it today. Starting a little late. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. That may not sound late, but my days tend to go a little like this. And yeah, so great game, absolutely fantastic game. A little campy. It's we played Sith Lords last year. Played Sith Lords last year. Have not ever streamed this, and where Sith Lords is um, an unconventional Star Wars story, this is a very conventional Star Wars story. Clear, mostly clear, light and dark. Choose your side. Bonuses for going in either direction. It's still a D20 style RPG. Hey Colson, what's up? Johnny K, hello everyone. Hey guys, Jay, you're playing one of my favorite games. One of mine too. So I have played it a number of times. I don't. It does have one of the best plot twists. Most people will know what it is. The odds of someone being here from the beginning of the playthrough up to the plot twist without already knowing what it is are probably pretty low. But do everyone a favor and just try not to just spit it out, just in case. Maybe it'll get someone. That would be cool. But the beginning of this game is very slow. We're going to start on a planet called Terrace, and we will probably not get off Terrace today. I would like to, but we can't always get what we want. I've actually got a short checklist that I looked up of what might be a good way to kind of breeze through Terrace. We're going to get cool Star Wars opening, and shortly after we'll be on Terrace. And then Terrace will just be, oh, it's a black hole. So we'll try to get through it. I may skip lots of little side bits, lose out on some XP and some credits. Maybe even one or two sort of cool bits like the arena. Maybe we'll skip the arena, or we'll do it. Give me feedback, please, as we get there. All right. You bought your Xbox specifically to play this game. And that's the Xbox origins of this game is how the mods for Sith Lords came about. You probably know, but having the assets for the unfinished content on the Xbox discs allowed that content to be ripped out and patched into the PC game eventually. Auto hosts coming in from Edge and Dragon Fury. Thank you for the host love. Thank you. Woo will get to meet the character most responsible for people hating Caden Alenko. Very true. I can't even remember at this point which one came first. Was it when I played Knights of the Old Republic? I couldn't help hearing Caden. Was it when I first played Mass Effect? I couldn't help hearing Karth. I can't recall. DJ Jesus. What's up, DJ? All right, let's get to it. Gonna be playing light side. I'm not sure I can actually remember the Jedi classes, but I think I've started as a scout. Not a lot of Options, you can be a scoundrel, a scout, or a soldier as your base class, and then when you become a Jedi, at that point in the game, your class changes. Terrace, that slow opening part, a lot of suggested playthroughs, play styles, how to get past Terrace fast, whatever, suggest, either way, not getting past level 4 or 5 while you're on Terrace. If you get the points, to save them. And not spend them, because when you switch over to a Jedi class, your levels, you'll be getting levels of Jedi, whichever Jedi class you choose. And if you are level 7 Scout, you won't have as many levels of Jedi potential, because the level cap is 20. I think the level cap is 20. Oh man, sorry for that spoiler about becoming a Jedi. Damn it, I've done it. So we're gonna go with female Scout. You can do a quick character. It'll roll your stats for you, or you can do a custom character and pick your stats. Not a lot of different character art. I know which one I like. I'll roll through them all. That's the one I'm going to end up with. Now you get used to things, then you just can't handle seeing them look different. Well, that's what happened to me. I guess there's a decent selection. Considering the age of the game, it's a decent selection. Oh, there she went. There she is. Wouldn't it be a bitch if the entire game was at the resolution in the little square? It would. Keep in mind, it will fill the screen and things will look good. The game was released for 4:3 aspect ratios at the time. That was everywhere. It has been modded to support widescreen resolutions, and the assets are scaled properly. Not really scaled up, but aspect ratios of the assets will be alright too. Attributes of your character apply bonuses, penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. If you've played any Dungeons & Dragons, pen and paper, any D20 or the like, this will be quite familiar. And if you haven't, then you probably have no idea what's going on here. But,
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Yes. Old Bloodwolf, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you for the sub and keeping it going all this time, man. Let's get some love in chat. Some sub hype for Old Bloodwolf. Oh my goodness. Hey. Excellent. We're testing the alerts today. Cheers. Cheers to 7 months and maybe to many more. Looking forward to setting up a bit of a schedule. I said I would do that this week. I'm still planning on it. What it means is when I put that schedule in there, I'm going to be late to start, or there'll be days when I can't make this schedule. That's part of putting up a schedule prematurely, because I'm not really ready for one, but I want to get something up. So schedule is probably going to say Knights of the Old Republic for the next 10 days, 2 weeks. It's a 40-hour game, and I'm doing 3 4-hour streams, so it's going to take a little while. Hazcat, Force Powers, another spoiler! Cause say it is what it is, but it will be what you make it. Cheers. There's Old Bloodwolf. Cheers again. Thank you. Thank you, Ann. So, dual-wield, double-bladed lightsabers. We're going to need dex. Dex measures agility and reflexes. High dex adds modifiers to ranged attack rolls, blasters, grenades, and increases a character's defense rating, making them harder to hit. There will be a skill called Finesse. Finesse will, let me back up. Notice what it says for strength. High strength adds modifiers to melee damage and chance to hit, which is important for characters that use close combat weapons. Vibro blades, and lightsabers. And we'll be using both. But if you take Finesse, you get your bonus from Dex instead of from Strength. Can't really run through, and I'm no master of the D20 system. But in short, your 10 is no bonus, no penalty. 8 means you're actually at a penalty. Every 2 points, even numbers, you get a plus or a minus. So at 8, you're at -1. At 12, you'd be at +1. At 11, you're self-flat. So Dex, we're going to want bonuses to Dex. We have a number of points to to spend, but as we get higher, it will actually cost more. Point cost. Right now, Dex is 1 for 1. But notice how once we get to 14, it's going to cost 2. So it'll actually cost us 4 points to get to 16 instead of 2 points. Possibly. Okay, hold on. Johnny said something very important. Isn't finesse a feature only in KOTOR 2? Maybe. It's been a while. So, really? So does that mean there is... Really? Hey, Nico Rasu. Hey, look who's still alive. Who are you talking about? You or me or... It's good to see you. Okay. We're going to want other stuff too, so let's do a little bit of that.
Message coming in.
Constitution, hit
Patching it
points.
through.
Luke, thank you for the host and welcome. The high Constitution modifier will give you more vitality. Important for everyone, essential for soldiers or Jedi Guardians. We are neither. I'm trying to be a tank. Doesn't mean I wouldn't like it to be. I don't really want penalties. We're gonna get items that modify things. We're gonna get. Well, welcome back, Nico. I haven't been here a whole lot either. We're gonna get items and we're gonna be leveling up and stuff. Genesis is the best. Hey. Let's assume we don't want any penalties and then we'll go from there. Notice we have to spend quite a bit to just have no penalties. But talk to me about Dex and to hit bonuses in KOTOR 1 with a double-bladed saber character. You just destroyed what little cognitive power Jay had left. See, Hazcat nailed it on the head. Now I'm unsure. Also, starting off on an odd number is not a terrible thing because we're going to have some +1 items in the game, early game, that we can equip that will even things out, depending on the stat. And going in with missing a bonus by 1 is not the end of the world. It's Gene. Gene is the best. Genesis. Sorry, Gene. Sorry, Gene. Can I blame the meds? I'm gonna go with blaming the meds. My meds have been increased. Some have gone up, some have gone down. What's your favorite console? I guess I don't really have a favorite. I'm fortunate enough through the very good favor of people here to be able to play on all the consoles. And so I'm new to Xbox. I've spent about a year playing on Xbox, and that's been good, on top of PlayStation, which is good. And I like playing on PC, which is good. All right, that's what you need as a straight Jedi Knight. Oh, hold on. Let me back up. Corey-ler. Call you Corey or... Backing up. Who needs intelligence and wisdom? Take charisma. That's what you need as a straight Jedi Knight. Could be. Hey, Fuki. Privyet. Welcome. Well, you know, Gene, it's hard. Sometimes it's just hard to see, both because reading quickly and caps and whatnot. You can't change your name on Twitch, but you can if you ever want to change the way things are capitalized. You could cap the I, the T, the B, whatever. Charisma, personality, and the ability to lead. High charisma adds modifiers to force-related feats and powers that are very important to all the Jedi classes. Also central to any persuasive talker. So if we're going to make any persuasion rolls, we're going to want charisma, wisdom. High wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi force points and force power saving throws. Force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. So if we're going to put the whammy on people, we're going to need a lot of wisdom. Call me like all here, Corey. Excellent. Gotcha. So I won't be putting extra points in intelligence. You're shocked, right? High intelligence adds modifiers to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skills. That is one good reason to have intelligence. When you level up, you have more intelligence, you actually have more skill points to spend. What's my favorite Star Wars game? I've been playing Star Wars games for a very long time. Galaxies. My favorite. Maybe Rogue Squadron on PC, or which was the one on GameCube at launch. That the launch title for GameCube was fantastic. But X-Wing, TIE Fighter, oh god, so many choices. So many good Star Wars games out there. Okay. I'm leaving my phone ringer on because I need a call from the doctors about scheduling an MRI that still isn't scheduled, even though the insurance company should have it processed now. I got to leave them a message today asking about it, so I'm thrilled. But that wasn't them. Dex. So if there's no finesse, strength may be more important. Any feedback on that? I wanted to build a Dex character, but apparently I forgot a few things. Say we went to, I mean, that seems so wasteful to put all the points into strength and Dex. Dex just to avoid things, strength just to hit things. Really no finesse in KOTOR 1. Gene. Hold some of that. Let me get through the character creation. Again, odd numbers, they look weird because we're not getting bonuses if we go with odd numbers, but we're going to have items that give us bonuses. A lot of +1 items early game. We're going to be able to... I mean, with 15 strength, we actually need some strength to be able to equip some of the implants that I think we'll get. So this looks weird to me. 2 15s and 2 13s. Instead of getting a +3 bonus, we'll need an item before we get that. Same for Dex. Pretty much same for Wisdom and Charisma. We'll be a little short on our stat bonuses until we item up, level up. Screw it, we're going in. Okay, well, that took too long. Character skills has number associated with it. There's a skill rank. Some skills can be ranked up. If we want to talk about rolls and skill checks, I think we want to get into the game. It's going to take long enough to get off of Terrace. 12 points. Point cost still applies here. You just check, Johnny. Thank you. No finesse in KOTOR 1. So if there's no finesse... Oh, well. When we get to the list, we'll see. Persuasion is a cross-class skill. It actually costs more. I think when we get to our Jedi classes, Persuasion will be a class skill. It'll cost less. Still want to max out Persuasion. If we're going to do that, we have to spend all the points we can every level until it won't let us.
Be the man! You gotta beat the man!
Woo! I know that wasn't terribly exuberant. We had to go muscle stream free on the woo. What's up? You spilled your midi-chlorians all over the floor? Ah. Who's gonna clean that up? Treat injury once you have, that's about the healing you get from a med pack. But as soon as we have Jedi healing or multiple Jedis healing in the party, that will become pretty insignificant. So we could spend on that, but what else are we going to want? Things that need to be broken into in this game. Security helps you hack into things or break locks. In the first game, loot is static in containers, and you can use your weapon to break any lock, and you will not break what's in the container. In the second game, there is some randomized loot, and you also have a chance of breaking what's in there, so security becomes more important. But in the first game, I don't think we need security. You think of any reason we need security? Repair, fix disabled mechanical devices, sort of goes with computer use. They're separate things, but throughout the game we'll run into droids that can be repaired and computers that can be hacked. Sometimes combinations of things, and without a whole bunch of points, neither one's going to be very efficient. All right, Gene, you got to sleep. You got to go sleep. Everyone have an awesome day, night. Glad to see you. Gene out, mic drop. Gene, we'll see you next time. And I'm interested in the Switch, but I'm not super excited. We'll see what happens with that. Hey, Garley. Great to see everyone today. Really cool to see everyone rolling in for KOTOR. Demolitions, disarm devices. We'll be able to disarm with even 1 point. We'll be able to disarm the lowest tier stuff, right? So we could do like 1 point and 1 point with a stealth item, and at least 1 point in stealth. We'll be able to go into stealth if we were gonna scout ahead. Stealth. Demolitions, which I don't care about, happen to be a class skill. Stealth was another expensive cross class, but we want at least 1 point in it. So what do we go into? Awareness. Spot objects and enemies hidden by stealth. Really, all I care about is persuasion. If we put some points into treat injury, it's a class skill. We'll be able to heal a little earlier. Heal well early game. Poor Jedi. We may need that too. Yeoman Chambers, hello. Great game, I agree.
Message
Hey,
coming
Seaward.
Patching it through.
Talon Gora is now hosting the stream. What a game! What's up, Talon? Been a long time. Hope you've been well. I was just thinking about you earlier because I was clicking through Discord and the postings of streams that have gone live, and it looked like you have streamed quite recently. Same for Yeoman Chambers. So everybody keep an eye out for people here in the channel, in our Entropic family that stream. Yeoman Chambers might be getting back to streaming, and Talon too. Hey, are you gonna be the best Jedi? Nothing but. So, treat injury, caps out initially, looks for me. Can't spend any more on persuasion. Repair, security, I don't know. Spend the 1 point on repair. Don't even have a point on computer use. The tech doesn't have a single point in computer use. Oh well. Talon, you did stream actually. You got your guitar equipment fixed. So you did a little demo for some friends. Forgot how to play everything. I'll tell you, Talon, I've been thinking a little bit, not seriously enough yet, about Kerbal, because I've been trying to play games with just the trackball mouse and not use my left hand. I figured Kerbal's another one that could be on the list, right? Pretty involved. Okay, skills and feats. Feats is where we would normally find finesse, right? Or would it be under skills? Crail Master! Hi all, love to see y'all. Crail Master, welcome. Right now, we only have 1 extra feat. We will not be fighting with 2 weapons or a double-bladed weapon right away. There will be penalties. The main purpose of feats for 2-weapon fighting is to remove those penalties. Normal penalties of -6 are reduced. We could go into greater detail, but there are penalties that get reduced, goes to -4, and eventually with Master 2-weapon fighting, which you can't get before level 8, you hardly have a penalty. So your offhand, if you have a second weapon in your offhand, there will not be much penalty. The armor proficiency, even though our starting class can wear medium armor, as soon as we get into Jedi robes, that won't apply. So we're certainly not going to invest in heavy armor. Flurry. Flurry is an attack that gives you an extra attack. There are penalties. For that extra attack, per round, you incur a penalty until you get all the way to Master. And then there's a minimal penalty. Message received about the message received, but because of the way the game UI scales, and it may not be possible to adjust that. I don't think it's gonna be. What are we gonna want? So we'll level up Flurry, but we can't get improved Flurry to level 4. Implant, we can use level 1 implants. Later on, if we want fancier implants, we can. Separate skills for ranged weapons. Even though you can mix and match, you can use a little bit of each. If you really want to, it's not as efficient as focusing. So We'll look at weapon proficiencies. Talon, it's a long story, but it's not really a hand thing. It's a neck spine thing. I haven't streamed a whole lot since October. I've been trying to get back into it. Haven't worked much or streamed much since October. Started as a muscular thing, muscle spasms, and at some point started hitting the nerve root, and everything's been going into the arms since. Hey, Chi, what's happening? Welcome. You never managed to get off Terrace in this game. Everybody jokes about Terrace. We're gonna get off Terrace if I can ever get this started, but we probably won't get off Terrace today. What's at the bottom here? Dueling. If you focus on single one-handed weapons, dueling is great. And it would help early game, but I don't want to waste melee weapons. We could get a +1 attack bonus with melee weapons, or we could start investing in... I don't know, is there anything else I'm going to want to go up? Power attack is the other big melee... Am I in the wrong place? Other big melee attack, there's critical strike, flurry, and power attack. Those are the 3 special melee attacks. More damage, less to hit. That's what you get with power attack. With flurry, you get an extra attack per round, but you suffer a defensive penalty. And with critical strike, you improve your chance to crit, and you get a chance to stun. You also get a defense penalty. I can only spend 1 point anyways. I'm going to go ahead and put it in 2-weapon fighting, even though I won't be using 2 weapons for a while, or dual weapon. You can have the game recommend one to you as well. Game will also roll a nice Star Warsian name for you. We could go with one of those. Anna Kija, Ola Kasra, Seal Mothma, Nabai Jast. Kesa! Kesa! It's not quite queso, but how about we go with that? Kesa Starry? No. Hey, we got an Organa. It's got to happen. We are a great, keep going for a while something of Princess Leia Organa. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Terrace, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. Bob! Star Wars! What's up, Bob?
ambushed by a Sith
And
battle
half-naked,
fleet.
not yet,
The Endar Spire is
Jedi!
under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Okay, I'm gonna be blocking text over here, so let me switch to the other side. I'm taking a little trip. Boom! Over here. Hello! Okay, you should be able to see the dialogue options. I'm gonna be playing most of this with the trackball, so even though it's more efficient to use the keyboard, I will be doing very little of that if possible. You'd rather watch the game than the movie! Ah. Hey, Artem. Okay, you've been ambushed. Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive. Bastila
Who's
is the
Bastila?
commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier. But Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
Pedro, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard the starship. The alerts don't seem to be working. The on-screen ones. Welcome aboard. All right, let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
All right, the active quests screen includes important information related to your ongoing adventures. Refer to this journal for hints and guidance. Because the game's been modded for widescreen resolutions but wasn't intended for it, you'll notice how tiny some of these menus are. Just got a deal. That's why everything is in the center of the screen and really small. Fortunately, the game itself works in widescreen and stuff is scaled just fine. Footlocker, stealth field generator, cardio package, adrenal alacrity, a blaster pistol if you want to start ranged, short sword if you want to start melee, clothing med packs. Alright, so let's equip a few things. This cardio package is what? +1 constitution. So all those stats, which I left uneven, can be balanced out pretty quickly by items. Okay, fine, I'll put some clothes on. Stealth field generator is required. It goes in the belt slot, and I'm gonna go melee. Unsurprisingly. Where are those stats? You can, Constitution was one of the only stats I did not set odd at the beginning, which means we don't get a bonus. That +1 to Constitution, it does nothing. We may as well just go none. It does nothing. Okay. I think.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together.
Testing
You'll
a
have
quick
more
save,
success
which
with a
oddly
party
enough is
than on your
F4.
own.
Trask has joined your party. You have to put party members into your party. And I think there was a warning about
Because of the
items
attack,
not
this
being
room is in
auto-unequipped.
lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Message coming in.
Okay.
Patching it through.
Justice Strikes is now hosting this stream. Thank you for the host, Justice. Thank you. Okay, so we have to switch to Trask. Get the door open.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Oh my god. Can't handle this. So you can pause the game. Pressing the pause button allows you to issue commands to your party. You can switch around, queue up some moves. But Jedi never wear pants. Not any Jedi I know. You can also move with movement keys. Notice how they are not mapped to WASD by default. But I'm going to be using the mouse, hold down both buttons.
Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Journal. We do have a journal. You can even look at the combat log, I believe, in your journal somewhere. Active quests. Maps aren't too bad. Better than some games. Is there a place where the combat log is shown in here? Messages, dialogue. If you scroll through the messages and dialogue after fighting, you can even see your combat rolls. Go back and look at those if you want.
That door's locked. I don't have the codes to open it. But switch me to the party leader so you can use my security skills to slice into the access panel and open the door.
Okay, so if you have a security skill, I guess I don't. When you're close enough to a door, you get the prompts. You'll have the security box available. You roll a little lockpick attempt.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party. For the Republic!
For the Republic! Game pauses when you sight an enemy, and the selection reticle will show up in red. You can use the mouse to select other hostile targets. Auto pause option can be changed. If you don't want it to pause, you don't have to have it pause. There are basic attacks, and you can use your special attacks. There are, you can use the mouse wheel, you can use the keyboard. There's various ways to activate your attacks and choose what you're going to do. My flurry will have such a penalty at first, I'm going to use the basic attacks until flurry gets better. Remember, only left-click the targeted enemy once to engage. I spammed it a little bit, and if you were using a special attack, you can queue it up at the bottom of the screen. You can queue up 1, 2, 3. You can put other things like a med pack. I'm not blocking anything. Cool. You can use things like med packs and stims as part of your combat queue. Horsepowers, etc. Gonna let it auto attack for now. Which, I'll tab to switch. Is there anything that shows objects in the environment? I might have to check the key bindings. Or does anyone know if there's any default to highlight objects that you can interact with in the environment? So gonna double back. This isn't that hallway. For the Horde! Came in over there, right? Nothing. Again, pauses. Start of combat. Start an auto attack. Run in. I'm at half health. I got hit bad. I'm almost dead already. Can you see my health in the lower left corner? It's a very small bar. But my health is at 2 of 8. Yes, I have 8 hit points. Let's queue up a med pack. Then keep attacking. You don't think I can highlight it all? Fair enough. You just have to get close enough to something, and then it'll show up. Metal box. Put your cursor over something. That footlocker. Will path. You might path to something automatically if there isn't an NPC in your way. Come on. Frag grenade. The med kit in the other. Again, the loot that you get, broadsword, longsword, combat suit, the loot that you get in Knights of the Old Republic 1 is static, although it is somewhat randomized in the second game. I wear the combat suit. It's light armor, so I can wear it. Max dexterity bonus is +5. If you're not familiar with the D&D mechanics, that could take a little explaining, but the short version is... Oh, wait. No explanation for you! Boom! Ah, guys, Sith took out his fellow Sith with a frag grenade. Do we have any frag grenades? They'll show up on the 3 boxes in combat. I think we do have one. Picked up one. Area damage can be very powerful. And there's different types. Ion grenades, plasma grenades. So if I pick this guy in the middle and a frag grenade, let's see what happens. Might get them all. Oh boy. One left. Somehow the guy in the middle that I threw the grenade at was right at the source of the blast, and he didn't get taken out. Bodies will disappear and turn into these little belts or bandoliers. That's the leftover loot when the body disappears. Terrace is brutal. I quit for a while because I thought the game was just that. You and a lot of people. Chi, you always stop playing this game. You have to start over because you can't remember how to play. Pretty sure that's why you haven't finished or gotten past Terrace. Again, you are not the only one. Some extra loot around here, isn't there? Let's, how many frag grenades do I have? 3 more? Let's save them. Hopefully. Gotta remember to make a couple quick saves. I don't want a stupid death that rolls us back 20 minutes. Or med pack. Come on. The animations aren't too terrible. There are some very cool combat animations if you get the right camera angle. But they are automatic. And just take what you can get. I got back a med kit. The game really gets good after Terrace, and so many people have been turned off of this game because of Terrace. So we'll get through it. I doubt we'll be done with Terrace during this stream. I don't know how long the stream will be, but hopefully next stream won't be all Terrace. We get to go to Tatooine and Kashyyyk. We get to go very cool places.
It's a dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila.
Seriously.
Man, we could have used her help.
Light side Jedi survives fight with Dark Jedi, gets taken out by a conduit explosion. Yeah. Bummer. Pretty much save any time. Quick save any time. Use the med kit. Come on! Ah, son of a... I'll switch targets then. Did you really switch targets as soon as I switched targets? What an asshole. Thought he was running off for what's his name. So on the Jedi's body is actually a part of a lightsaber. No, not the whole lightsaber. That conduit explosion took out the Jedi and their lightsaber. We do get one part. Before we hit the bridge, anything else here? No. Oh, okay. We could pull back. I don't know if the back row will even engage right away. If I stay here to fight, they may or may not. Let's find out. Sith in the back were fighting the rebels in the back, or the Republic in the back. Just leveled up.
Vastal is not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Vastal alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Right. You don't get the same points to spend every level, or you don't get attribute points every level. So that's why that first box is blank. Skills, we get, because of our intelligence being flat, we get 3 skill points per level right now. Persuasion, we can't take any higher yet. I believe points roll over since Persuasion is a cross-class skill. What do I want to spend on? Security, again, I can just break things. I can attack things that need to be hacked. Computer use, then I could at least attempt things, but we need additional items, lootable items. Spikes in this one, or is it just KOTOR 2? Awareness, I have none. Point in awareness so we can see some of the basic mines around early game might be good. Stealth. I'm not really investing in stealth or repair. Let's put another point in treat injury and keep one for persuasion for the next level. Warning, you have not spent all your points. These will be saved and you may spend them next time. I'll let one roll over. Timpika, same, you got a weird day going on a toothache. That's a bummer. Toothaches are... Melee weapons. I could get a +1 attack bonus with melee weapons. We'll be using melee weapons for a while. Toughness would give an extra vitality point every time you level, and retroactive. So, I mean, we have 8 hit points at the start of the game. An extra 4 would actually help, but we wouldn't have 4 until level 4, so... I don't know, let's take the attack bonus or melee proficiency. As soon as we can, we're going to level up dual weapons, 2-weapon fighting, and flurry. Make a hard save here. I did not change my weapon, but we looted a slightly better sword. I was using what we got initially, a short sword, which is a balanced weapon. We could put that in our offhand and go immediately to 2 weapons, but we have a lot of penalties right now, so I'm just going to switch to a single long sword. I think I didn't actually look closely enough, but I think it has a maximum damage of 8 instead of 6. And we're on the bridge. As we spin above Terrace. We need to get off this ship. So let's stay and loot the bodies. Nick, this one has man flu. This one has man flu.
Something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
I hope his sword is made out of... What's the metal that deflects lightsabers? Locked! Starboard section.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
Okay. You only have the stealth skill if you have at least 1 point in it, and the... I shouldn't be touching the keyboard. I'm trying to bring menus up with the keyboard. Hunting and checking. I'll shut up about it. The stealth field generator you have to equip in the belt slot. And then, where is it? Stealth. At which point you will move slowly and you'll break stealth if you attack or if you are detected. We could probably sneak past this. Sit here to unpause. And to investigate the explosion. Stealth schmelth. Well, I wanted to show it off. I think the first couple times I played the game, I didn't use stealth once. Now I'm at half health, and I really need to use a med kit, and he didn't drop any loot. I have frag grenades, but let me make an opening attack, and then I'll use a med kit. I'm in trouble. Extra point and treat injury help, though. I healed up to full. Come on. Path? She won't path. Okay.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
So they're basically telling you to use one of two skills, repair or computer. They give you some spikes, they give you some parts. Parts for repair, spikes for hacking the computer. Anything else in the room? Either one will help you out. Put the droid to work. Droid repair tutorial. Reactivating the droid. Okay, it's active. It'll attack any enemies that come into range. We have 8 repair parts. Cost 4 for shields and 4 for patrol mode. Goes somewhere. Let's do both. Success! Patrol mode engaged. Once you end this session, the droid will begin patrol and destroy any enemies it encounters, if it can. We're out of here. Droid enters patrol mode. Goes wandering off, opens the door. I think I'm too close. And the droid cleaned the room. We could have also hacked the computer to blow up this conduit, and that would have taken out all or most of them. Ion Blaster, prototype Vibroblade. Once again, still tutorial, all of this, but we keep getting slightly better melee weapons. Prototype Vibroblade, 1 to 10, physical damage bonus, classic Dungeons and Dragons stuff, critical range, what you'd have to roll with a 20-sided die to get a critical attack, 19 or a 20, how much extra damage is done by that weapon when it does a critical attack. It's also balanced, so this could eventually end up in the left hand. But I'd like to at least have improved flurry and improved two-weapon fighting before I really put anything in both hands or use a dual-bladed weapon. We're still almost dead, though. Are we there? I'm gonna save in case this is... Not sure if this is the...
You've made it just in
Yay!
time.
We don't
There's
need to
only
use the
one
med
active
kit.
escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
We're getting in an escape pod with Karth. How do I know I can trust you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last two crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Okay. Let's go. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival. Let's step away. It's my only hope of survival. Nah. Ooh. Vision, tortured by nightmares.
Good
What
to see you
visions
up
of what?
instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
If I was on the left side of the screen, Neo, hey Neo, I would be blocking all these dialogue options. So even though I do block some of the text, I'd be blocking more if I was on the other side. I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. It's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila, she's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? If Bastila's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself. How do you know she's even alive? There is a light side, dark side system. Ah, you're shocked, right? In this game, though, you can go either way. If you don't, you won't be rewarded for your choices. There's a lot of combat bonuses and other things for going strongly light or strongly dark. Forget it, I'm not risking my life to try and save her. Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions first. Reminder, we're going to try to get through Terrace as quickly as possible, and I would like your feedback, tips, help getting through it as quickly as possible. It means trying to skip some of the side quests. We only really need to be level 4 or 5 when we're getting off of Terrace. Don't want to level past 4 or 5. We want to save any extra levels we get for Jedi levels. You're blocking too much text, Jay. Please suspend yourself with a harness from the ceiling. Yes. Maybe one day. But, so, I don't want to go into every single apartment. We're in apartment buildings. There's only 1 or 2 parts of Terrace that look cool. There's a hut to meet, and there's an arena to fight in, and we can skip that. Pod racing mandatory, lots of mandatory stuff. Okay, I don't have that installed. There's a mod that lets you skip Terrace. For plot reasons, let's play through it. But it does drag on because there's not a lot of important plot. Your purpose on Terrace initially is to find Bastila. That takes a while. So we want to get to Bastila as soon as possible, and then we want to get off Terrace as soon as possible. Things will happen between those events. But the sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's go. We can pick Karth's brain later.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Okay. Locker, a couple med packs, couple spikes. We will be able to upgrade weapons and armor, though we may not do a whole lot of that. Throughout the game, you'll find stuff that's upgradable. You can construct new things. This vibro blade has what slots? It has a slot for a vibration cell. Or I have a vibration cell that I can put in there. Special properties, 1 physical damage bonus. So this started 1 to 10 with +1. It gives it +2. But unlike the roll of damage, the bonus is every attack. So that's good. It's a good start. I didn't have a projector or a bonding alloy. Already modded. Well, what happens when you get off Terrace is pretty messed up. Let's make a hard save since we just got here. I'll try and stick with quick saves. Mostly, when you leave your apartment on Terrace, you pick your party. Since this is the first time, you've got to take Karth. Really? This character must be a member of the party.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There was a patrol here just yesterday and they found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us?
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
And how did we get dragged into this anyways? We come out of an apartment, they're having an altercation in the hallway, and all of a sudden, it's us. Well, perfect time for a grenade. And we can queue up an auto attack after the grenade. If we want to double down, if we needed to, we could set up Karth to toss another grenade. We'll just let Karth do his thing.
Ready?
Yikes, Gil. He should never have talked back to that Sith. Thankfully, you were here to step in and help us, human. This isn't the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it will be the last. Won't someone come searching for the patrol? Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. Alright. Low security door. Since I don't have security, I don't have the option to hack it. I can break the door down. We'll probably spend an extra, just to point out how Terrace is a time sink. If you break into all the apartments, well, there goes another 15, 20 minutes. If you go over to the other apartments and go into every single one, bunch of time. If you do all the bounties, bunch of time. If you let all the aliens speak until they're done speaking, that's a bunch of time. I mean, Terrace gets padded out everywhere. Talon is at the left side. Yeah, this is my left. So the camera's flipped on this side of the screen. This is my left. I can use it, but I go all pins and needles. The whole thing aches, and it starts up here. I mean, the problem's up here. So, yay. But let's break in anyways. Some locked doors and containers can be opened by bashing or blasting them until they open. Not all can be successfully bashed. Almost every single one can. And you have to have a full-on combat session with the door. You have to roll. I just missed the door twice. 14 points. Come on. Yeah, when you miss the door, that's pretty humorous. Humorous, as in funny.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious.
Yes, I can.
But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Alright, I'll bite. Who's Holden?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
Hold that thought, Talon. Hold that thought. What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
Persuasion attempt. You can trust me. Maybe I can help. Don't I look trustworthy? Don't I sound trustworthy? Isn't this vibroblade in my hand trustworthy?
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Anything I could do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Okay, hold on. I gotta grab this. Quick break. Mike, sorry about that. That was the call I needed. That was the doctor's assistant calling back. Hello, Kid 3. And Talon. All right, well, let's just cover that. I'm waiting for Kaiser to approve the MRI, which apparently the doctor's assistant did not put the request in for on Friday after my appointment, but put the request in today. And there was something reason. Anyways, she couldn't give me a clear answer on how long that's likely to take for Kaiser to approve it. But no, they haven't approved it yet because it only got submitted today. Is there a chance they'll come back with an answer tomorrow, I asked? No, and she laughed. So she said inside of a week maybe. Hopefully I get that approved and then scheduled, which means no MRI this week. So good times are had by all. Talon asked about Elite Dangerous. Do I have any interest? Logitech joystick, operate the entire game from your right hand. How realistic is that, though? I mean, when you're playing games with a flight stick, and I do have an old Logitech, might even be that model. Is that the same model they've been making for 10 years? But what about adjusting the throttle? Do you take your hand off the stick to adjust the throttle? What about the extra buttons on the layout? Do you do all that with your right hand? Is it realistic? Anyways, it's something to think about. But I do have not only a huge backlog, and I'd really like to get back to being able to play games with a controller. But right now, it just doesn't pan out. Hey, Justice, you've been here. You didn't just get here, did you? Yeah, things are okay. Things are okay. I'm working towards it. We'll get through it. Probably a herniated disc, this whole spiel, so. It's a light side run, Kit 3. Well, I'll talk to Holden for you.
Could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
Jumping back to the other side of the screen. I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Okay. What do you think about finishing little side quests like that? I'll probably leave them alone unless the opportunity really comes up. You won't mind. We take these things from her apartment. He complained about the break-in, but not even that much. Really? You can switch characters if you get stuck, but shouldn't have been stuck. Well, I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Larim, by the way. Pleased to meet you. I know it's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of these new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know. Very high tech. I know all about your energy shields. Oh, okay. Well, then you might be interested in knowing that I have one for sale. It isn't cheap, but it could be the difference between life and death. You want to see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but the prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. Let me see what you have for sale. He's got an infinite supply of med packs for 44 credits. If only I was sitting on a bunch of credits now, it'd be nice to get a stack of med packs real cheap. There's another place where you can, for a short while, get infinite med packs. Probably stock up there. Got armor. He's even got a double-bladed weapon. A two-handed weapon, a quarterstaff. Uses both hands. But there's that energy shield. We're going to have a lot of those eventually. They take up to a certain amount of damage, or different types of shields take different types of damage, absorb different types of damage. You apply them and they last until they've taken that much damage. You can use them again, 5 times in this case. Can't afford it. So, Talon, you could still do it. Elite, all with your right hand if you wanted to, especially if you took up trading or exploration. We rarely adjust the throttle. Only combat needs a million on-stick binds, to be honest. Fair enough. You went as far down the dark side, Kithri, as the game allowed you to. I haven't watched more than a few minutes of Dark Side, and I haven't played Dark Side. Just missed the door. XCOM is basically mouse only. You're right there. High intensity, but mouse only. You don't have to talk to them. We can just take their stuff. Med pack, parts. For the extra time we put in, we only get a few med packs and a few credits. Let's just head up to the upper city instead of going all the way around. Hey, Deathmaster. Upper City. This is the one part of Terrace that actually looks pretty good. Little droids flying in the air. Hey, Deathmaster. Thank you for the follow. On-screen follow alerts. Weird, because all the alerts go through the same system. Follow alerts seem to be broken. Hosts are working and such. Thank you for the follow, Deathmaster. Welcome aboard. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. All right. We don't want to hurt Karth's feelings.
Yes, what's on your mind?
What do you mean, what's on my mind? What's on your mind? I'd like to know more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith enemies can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
You're talking like it's your fault. Like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? You mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Periodically, you'll get a message like that. Game will stop and tell you that your companion might want to talk to you a little bit. Gambler's shop. Kebla Yurt.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Let me see.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Yeah. Med packs. What were they, 44? And the other vendor, they're 40 here. Security spikes. The one thing I might want to get here is this. The Echani Ritual brand. It's a dual-bladed, double-bladed sword. 3 to 13. Critical is terrible, but it's a good weapon. 3 to 13. Once my penalties are reduced, costs 280. I don't have that. What did I sell? Anything I've got already that I'm not going to use. Grenades sell for a lot. Sonic grenades, 50. 40 for a blaster. Nothing for some of the starting gear. Longsword. Parts, spikes. Two spikes. And double-bladed sword is 2 to 12. That one's 3 to 13. How much of a difference does that really make? Not a whole lot. Is that attack modifier? And as a +1 attack modifier. I'm gonna hang on to that, but I've already got it, so I can equip it whenever. Do we have anything better for Karth? Need to get him some armor. He's got no armor. Got his own blaster. Karth's blaster in his primary hand, and then he's got a regular blaster in his offhand. I guess nothing right now. When I leveled. Okay, Persuade is back on the board. I rolled over one of my skill points from the previous level, but I can't take Persuade to 4. Well, Treat Injury is already looking pretty good, and it will be useless after we get Force Heals. Almost useless. Anything we're missing? Security, we can break into things. Repair. 1 point in computer use, and I'm going to save that 1 point for the next level for Persuade. When we get to level 4 or level 5, we stop leveling. We just save until we get to part of the game where we become a Jedi. Right now, feats, you can't roll over feats, I don't believe. Can we? Must use. You cannot roll your feats over and save them. So, I gotta buy into something I'm probably not gonna make good use of. Or toughness. Can always get toughness. There's empathy. +1 to persuasion, awareness, and treat injury. That would be good. Demo and stealth. Repair, security, computer. All saving throws. Conditioning. I forgot about that. There's a good one. Deathmaster. I am gonna go light side. Double-bladed, light side. I'm a sucker for the light side. I've played Star Wars games for a long time, and I have never been able to bring myself to roleplay Imperial or Sith characters. How about conditioning? So saving throws or bonus to persuasion, awareness, and treat injury. Let's go with saving throws. So anytime something explodes or somebody tries to send us flying back, any force powers, we roll the dice against their rolls, right? And we'll get a +1 to our rolls. Saving throws. 3,000 more experience for the next level. What about Karth? He is not leveled. He's already a level 4 soldier. We're already level 3. That's kind of a bummer when you think about stopping at level 4 or 5. We're going to have to just bank all the XP for the other levels. We're going to get level 4 before too long, and then 5. And it could be a little rough getting off Terrace at level 5. I think I've always gone a little further. Ready to go there. So I have a little checklist of how to get through Terrace a little faster. Other apartments in the upper city. We have to go to the other apartments in the upper city, get the armor. No, we haven't been told we need the armor yet. I think we can head there. Sith troops patrol the streets of Terrace. They won't really mess with you, not even with your sword out. Protocol droids. Hospital is optional. right? If we were trying to get off Terrace faster, I don't think we need to go in to the hospital. Should we skip it?
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
That's too bad. Davik's gonna want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful not drawing attention to ourselves, but we can just let them drag this guy off? Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. You can pay off his debt if you have the credits, which I don't, since I bought that the blade I can't even use. And then you, well, hold that thought. Leave this man alone. He'll have to deal with me. Guess we have to teach you to mind your own business. You end up in a fight with them either way, and you get your credits back if you pay off his debt. But I didn't have the credits, so. Light side points gained for defending him anyways. I'm almost dead. I took a hit or two and I'm almost dead. Alright. Med pack right into the queue.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My life ward may not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
It's the other way around. After the fight, you can offer to pay it off if you have the credits.
You already
Maybe I
helped
can
me
help.
by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
You can also rob him. Hand over all your credits if you want to live. He has 50 credits on him, but the bodies also have 100 credits. You should loot the bodies, but...
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Oh, right. Bullied merchant runs off. $50 credits. Oh. Only 50? Okay. Thought there was a full 100 credits. Upper City North. Looks much the same. Map is not uncovered. I think we need to go to the other end of the platform. But I always get a little confused. Melodious. Going light side. Bust down a few more doors. Don't miss now. She missed. She missed again. It's a door! She missed again! We'll just leave you two alone. Come on. Karth, you want to help? Argo. Head pack, credits, computer spikes. I'm gonna skip talking to a bunch of NPCs. There's so much unimportant stuff on Terrace, and it gets so much better after Terrace. Unless you're just dying for me to talk to a particular NPC, and then let me know, I'm gonna skip over lots of little stuff. Missed a standing object. Can't hit the broadside of a barn. Something seems to be wrong with Karth again.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh, what's on your mind? Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I'm all ears, beautiful.
Hey, now. Beautiful. Isn't that a little inappropriate? Keep addressing me like that and you might lose an ear or two.
A little bit touchy, are we? Is there something else you'd prefer I called you?
Your Highness? About gorgeous. I like that better. I'd prefer you didn't call me anything. It's demeaning. Just stare at me when you want my attention. How about that?
I might consider it, but what are you gonna call me in exchange?
Your two choices. Handsome thug, sexist worm. A brainless rock.
I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy. What do you think?
I think we have a job to do. Don't hold your breath.
Well, then I guess gorgeous will just have to do until then, won't it? No, but kidding aside, I bet you're not about to give up on those questions of yours. Are they really necessary?
Don't be such a child. Really have a problem with it?
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Interrogation?
No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest.
Yes, you seem refreshed.
I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened from your perspective.
Let's see, I was unconscious, and then I woke up, and the ship was being attacked. The end. Like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers. We had a Jedi on board, so why did things go so badly if we had a Jedi on board? I wasn't in a position to know what was going on.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Scout, recruited into the fleet for my skills, if you must know.
Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors.
What exactly so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
I'm telling you, Karth, had nothing to do with the crash. Shouldn't we be trying to work together?
I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected.
Fine, let's get back to something important.
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
That's what I said. Yes, let's do that.
Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
You're the one who wanted to talk.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
Please, I'm only a visitor to Terrace, trapped here by your quarantine. Know nothing about the Teresian underground or your missing Sith uniforms.
You're a little too
What's going on in there?
Good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the
commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation.
Maybe the alien really doesn't know anything? Stop this interrogation right now. Ah.
Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
I don't. Won't let you kill a defenseless prisoner.
Was that, did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
Yes. You do that. Trooper, said Commander, but they look about the same to me. Karth has his own special attacks. We could set him up for a power blast, and we could actually queue up a few of them. I'm not ready to start using my flurry. It's still gonna just miss and miss and miss. We'll go with default attacks. Oh, Karth took him out. I'm gonna go stand over here so that the remaining Sith in the room have to path out.
Ready?
Boom! Karth takes another one out. This one left. Oh, come on. There was a commander in there. Kick to the face! All the kicks are some of the good animations. I like the kicks. Thank you, human. Sith would have killed me. Of that I'm certain. I don't know who you are, but it's clear you're no friend of the Sith. Among my people, there's a saying. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like you, I hate the Sith. That's why I stole those Sith uniforms for the Hidden Becks. Hidden Becks? Who are they? In the lower city, there are some who do not bow to the conquerors. Swoop gangs like the Hidden Becks are gathering resources to one day strike against the Sith oppressors. If you wish to strike another blow against the Sith, you'd be wise to journey to the lower city to speak with Gadon Thek, the leader of the Hidden Becks. Can I get one of those uniforms? I'm sorry, but all the uniforms I had were given to the Hidden Becks. I suppose you could take the uniforms from the bodies of the Sith soldiers in this room if you wanted. Can you take me to Gadon? Access to the lower city is restricted. I've never actually met Gadon. My only dealings were with members of his Hidden Beck gang. Okay, I'll be going now. As should I. The Sith know my face now. I must find somewhere to hide on this world. Thank you once again, human. Can't really streamline Taris, but by grabbing these uniforms now, we get it out of the way. There's a reason we'll need it later. Sonic grenade. What's the story so far? We woke up in the middle of a battle above this planet of Taris. Karth was working for the Republic fleet. They had taken Jedi on board, a Jedi on board, Bastila, and they were going after Malak's fleet, Malak being a Sith Lord. And we don't really know much. Bastila is missing. The ship was destroyed. We left on an escape pod, crashed on Taris, and now we're just trying to find our bearings. So we have a base of operations in one of the apartments in another part of Taris. But this whole section of the game is so slow that a lot of people nope out of the game on Taris. But we'll get through it. Game gets real good afterwards. Instead of conversing with all these NPCs, though, I'm just gonna pick up the extra loot and run. Is that it? Upper City North. Done the rounds. Cool. So we've got the uniforms. I guess we want to go to the lower city and get to the Beck base. That's what we want to do next. We'll dig deeper into conversations with NPCs once we're off Terrace. Don't mind me, just stealing stuff from your locker. It's an age-old tradition in role-playing games.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower city you belong, Slummy?
Slummy.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Two different persuasions, unless you want to start a fight. Hey guys, we can all be friends here. Let me buy you a drink. You better think twice about what you're doing. This might be more than you can handle. Yeah, I'm not buying them another drink. How about you don't mess around?
Come on, fellas. This Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Come on, fellas, let's go. Alright, he's gone. Harassed by the locals. And we want to go over there. I want to remind myself what's over here. Droid shop. Droid shop.
Listen to me, people.
We don't need to go there
There's
yet.
a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before it is too late. The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
Yeah, carry on.
A plague.
A plague! A plague! It's the elevator to the lower city. And the reason we needed the uniform. Fifth armor is not even classed, so light, medium, doesn't matter. You can put it on. High max dex bonus, doesn't actually have much defense. Does have the benefit of making you look like a Sith.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Now, which way is the Hidden Beck base? We haven't uncovered the map yet, but I think it's to the left. There's also a number of apartments down here in the lower city, and quite a few little fights you can get into. Reminder about the leveling. If we leave Terrace at level 4 or 5, we'll still level cap before the end of the game. If we get as many levels as we can on Terrace, we will still level cap before the end of the game. I mean, either way, we're in the same boat. We're going to level cap near the end of the game. We won't level cap early and then just be 20 for half the game. No matter how we slice it, it's we're going to get 20 near the end of the game. So we don't want to go past level 5 right now. We want to save level 6 through 20 for Jedi levels, and we don't have them yet. Right now, level 3. Won't be too long until we're level 4, and I think we can go to level 5 comfortably. Then we'll stop leveling. We'll just bank the XP. I should have switched my armor back. Backs are nothing but bantha fodder. The Vulcars are the strongest. We'll teach you who's strongest. Good job. Ah! those flips. Sith aren't welcome here. Right, I look like a Sith. They'll attack you anyways. Even if you switch the armor, they'll attack you. All the same. Black Volcars. 3 of them. Sitting on a small stack of frag grenades. I also have 2 Sonic, 1 Poison, 1 Concussion. Concussion? Why not? I'll use that Concussion grenade. That would be a good item to sell, because I just don't use them much. But, let's use them. Karth may not have line of sight on anyone, so he's going to either have to auto-path or I have to unpause and move him. We'll just leave Karth for now.
What?
Shit. You see the concussion grenade went to where the target was when I threw it? That was very poorly thought out. Well, rack me.
What?
Jedi Master Celtic. Come on. Oh, I'm the Sith in the middle, and I'm stunned. And I'm probably gonna die. You're a human again. You're back in Star Wars No More being a dragon. For how long were you a dragon? Ah! Can I queue up a med pack? If you try to disengage combat, you can clear your combat queue. 2. I'm still stunned. And now I'm down. Fortunately, you can play as any party member, so Karth is still up for the moment. I think that guy's dropping. Auto attack, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick a med pack in there. Ready? Close range, not good for blaster fire. Karth is stunned. Hasn't saved my butt yet. He's still going down. Come on. Oh, please. Fine, use another med pack. Hey! After a fight, any incapped characters will get back up. Of course, your health will be low. You regenerate, maybe, very slowly. Probably just have to use some med packs. Or Celtic, you were a dragon for a while. Force powers kept going crazy, and you got teleported to random places from Skyrim to No Man's Sky. That must have been disorienting. Hey, I think I missed some auto-host coming in, but I see Faceless Protagonist. It's now auto-hosting you. Thank you. Yo, Dragoon, happy Monday. Wait, happy Monday? What are you saying? Med packs. So wasteful. Cantina, and then, oh yeah, Beck's base is not far. So let's go into the cantina. Let me check something here. You can meet some of the characters that you will meet. You can meet them at different places at different times. Well, let's take a quick trip into the cantina, even though we don't have to. Trying to streamline Terrace, you could skip the cantina for now and go right to the Beck's base. I'm not sure you ever need to come to the cantina. You do eventually have to come down to the cantina, but we'll take a quick trip in. Evening, Cream. Evening, Jay in chat. How is everybody? Feeling pretty good. Pretty weird day. I've felt very weird today. I'm either over or under medicated, possibly to the side.
Go away.
Hey, you not talk like that. We just want to say hi to Big Bad Bounty Hunter Calo Nord. Ah, this can't be Calo Nord. He's supposed to be tough. This guy's nothing but a runt. One? What that mean? You be funny, tough guy. You know who we are, Calo? We're members of the Black Volcar gang. We don't want to be getting... You don't want to be getting funny with us. You don't understand. 1, 2, why he count? He trying to count how many of us is against him? It's 3 against 1, Calo. What do you think about those odds? Well, you've something more to say? It's high drama.
Go away.
I saw you mopped up those black Volkers. Nice work.
1.
I'm not looking for a fight, I just want to talk.
2.
Alright, I see your point. I'll be off.
Smart.
Preem, you're doing great. Excellent. Not bad for a Monday then. Here we go.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Little girl should not be in a bar. There's no place for little girl. If little girl's smart, she run away home now.
Who you calling little girl, Tuba Face?
Little girl needs lesson in manners. Oh shit. She called for Zalbar. Mission, I'm busy. They just brought my food.
You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
We don't want trouble with Wookie. Our problem with you, little girl.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Hey, Antonock. What's up? Sorry, I missed the last bit of dialogue. Yeah, Mission and Zalbar, first meeting. You can meet them here, or you can meet them later.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Hey, we speak the same language. Weird. Twi'lek who speaks Galactic Basic.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak Basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
A Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends.
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Questions?
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
I'll pick her brain a little bit. When the phone rang and I had to take the call from the doc's assistant, I didn't really get to break. I'm gonna take a 5-8 minute break maybe in a couple minutes here, but then we'll do some more. We're not gonna get off Terrace today, but I'd like to get further. Kozawa, hello. Love that people are still streaming this game. Hey, you bet. It's one of the best. One of my favorites. So, you know, how many playthroughs does it have left? How many more times we're gonna play it? Probably just a few, but this is the first time I've streamed it. Did stream Sith Lords. Tell me about Calo Nord.
Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for
Hey,
work
James.
there.
Thank you for
All
the follow.
positions there are small
Welcome
time,
aboard.
Way beneath a bounty hunter of his kind. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits.
Alerts
as
are
soon as
busted.
the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
James. And, Gingermong Gauntlet. Thank you both for the follows. Thank you. Welcome aboard, both. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. I don't know what's up with the alerts. It's really weird because it's all through the same system. Same overlay does the host alerts that are working and the follow alerts that aren't. And the test alerts work fine. So I really don't know what that's about, and I just have to mess with it sometime off stream. Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Good enough for me.
Do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
It's good enough for now.
You going? Yeah, this dive's pretty boring. No action around here.
No
Come on,
action.
Big Z, let's go.
I haven't finished eating.
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
There goes mission in Zalbar. Ebon Hawk. That's really why I came down here. We can meet the hut. I think we're gonna skip the arena. And the dancing. We're gonna try and skip as many terrorist side quests as possible. We don't really need the extra XP, it's not a lot. And we don't really need the extra credits, it's not a lot. But meet Zax. I've not seen you before, human. You're new to the bounty office, yes? My name is Zax, and I'm the one in charge here. Are you looking for work? There are many bounties available here, legal and otherwise. They all pay quite well. Or are you here for information? Everyone knows I'm one of Davik's best agents. I'm the hut with all the answers. You really want to talk to him? Now, let's go. Goodbye, human. You come back if you want to earn credits. Bounties pay good money. Remember to come see me if you want information. There are some bounties to run. You can help out this Twi'lek, who's terrible dancer. Twi'lek that can't dance. Just something wrong with that. Gelrud, I think, is it's a card player.
Greetings, stranger.
I really don't want to play Pazak.
Are you a Pazak player, but you...
Nope, I'll be going.
If you're ever looking for a match and you get tired of posturing in the upper cantina, just come down here and find me. I'll play you anytime.
You can earn some extra credits playing Pazak, right? Hey, C. Bailey is now auto-hosting you. Thank you for the host. Queen Eva. Hey, Jay and family. Hey, Eva. Welcome. How are you doing today? Tonight? My God. Why are you still up? Shouldn't you be in bed? In Beck base. I'll just let myself in.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
Because I have this... Because I said so? Look, I need Gadon's help. Told to speak to him.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. but the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Maybe a bribe could get me in. I am not paying her to get in this door. Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So, going in then?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Yeah, she's a great guard. You don't look like our enemy, so I have no idea who you are, but go ahead. Wesley, you're good? Excellent. Glad to hear. What have you been up to? Hidden Beck base. How do you like them apples? Yeah, bot, yeah. So, Wesley, Eva, I know you just got here. Not done, but it is break time. I had to run off to take a doctor's phone call, and I haven't really gotten a break yet. We've been going about 2 hours, so let me take a proper break. Make a hard save here. And then I'd like to continue another hour or two. We'll see what I'm comfortable with here today. And get some music queued up. Bit of a break. About 4-minute song and another 4-minute song. 8-minute break. We're being really careful about who we let in. What's the password? Wesley, you been riding your bike? Stuff like that at school, throwing the football? Excellent. Keep it moving. I'd love to say I was doing those things. I've been sitting on my ass more than... Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. Okay, break time. Mute time. You all in a few minutes.